Put your blowers away. Right, once upon a time, 12 years, 204 housemates, and £1,164,320 ago, Big Brother UK was born. Today is Big Brother's 12th birthday, and let's be honest, he is old enough to know better, isn't he? He's a naughty old boy. But rest assured, it's a very special birthday. We at Bit on the Side are going to do our very best to provide you with a hop of this, a skip of this, oh, and a jump of this.
Is she? Where did you find her from, Big Brother? I don't like her. I don't want to know her anymore. Please get her out.
Was that somebody that we know? Now, it wouldn't be a Big Brother birthday party without an attractive blonde, a little bit of rough, and some of the... and some of the biggest boobs in Britain. So, with that in mind, please welcome Made in Chelsea's Cheska, comedian Jeff Leach, and Big Brother 7's Leah.
I'm a bit more filth than rough, I would have thought, but...
You look like a bit of rough, though.
All right, I'll scrub up nice.
It's a good thing.
Thanks.
You look like an attractive bit of rough.
You've ruined this relationship!
OK, I'm trying to dig my way out of it. Right, shall we have a little chat about the show we just watched?
Yes, let's.
There was a whole heap of making up in this evening's show, especially from little old Luke A. So, Cheska, have face-to-face noms, had it not happened, would we have seen Luke A do this?
I don't think so. I think he saw everyone being really nice, really nasty to him to his face, and I think in that situation he felt very pressured to become the nice guy again and sort things out. And I think, you know, you don't want to go out the house being really hated, so I think that's why he's doing it, and I think he wouldn't have done it otherwise.
But would he, if he does come out of the house and it hadn't have been face-to-face noms, do you think he would have come out hated?
Absolutely. No.
He hasn't done anything to really be hated, has he?
No, he certainly hasn't. I think he's actually he's really been with a lot of dignity in the house, and I think he's going to come up to a lot of chairs anyway. Yeah. Without a doubt.
I love how composed this guy is. He's just like, I just heard in my ear, absolutely not. And you're just sat there, like, really? Thank you, Mum. I like him. They're telling me it all the time. Now, Leah, he told Becky that the housemates forget that sometimes, you know, they sometimes forget that he's 31. You, when you were in the house, you were 35. So how did you feel about the age difference with some of the housemates?
To me, personally, there wasn't any age issue, but then I've got the mental age of a 20-year-old anyway, so, you know, physically I might be older, but mentally I was a lot younger. But I think the age difference in there this year is, I mean, I'm astounded to think that Becky's 19 when I think that she acts so much older than Luke, who's 31. Sometimes. And the people in there, they're so more mature now than what the years are, but then are they just doing that just for show anyway?
Do you think?
I don't know if it's a game plan anyway.
Do you think all of them are more mature than their years?
I don't... In a certain respect, they are, because they know what they're doing. To think that somebody is at 19 and can be that manipulative and that conniving, to think that they can do something behind somebody's back to that degree of where Becky's being so two-faced
that is probably the difference as well of when you were in there and now. It's much more of a game, whereas
it's completely and utterly a game compared to what it was years ago. I mean, nowadays they think that they can go in there and they can win the show and they can come off and they can be like ultra famous. That's not what it is nowadays.
It doesn't happen anymore.
It doesn't happen anymore. But they, unfortunately, they're going in there thinking that if they go in there and they win the show, that they're going to come out and be ultra famous. That's not the way that it is, unfortunately. That's just the way that it is nowadays. It doesn't happen animour.
OK, so back to Luke A, Jeff. He said tonight that he felt isolated sometimes. Do you think he's brought that on himself?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to rock the boat a little bit because I know a lot of people like Luke A.
I love Luke.
But Luke A, he is so whingy. When is he going to stop whinging? Honestly, listen, the things he's done in his life have been fantastic.
Yeah.
The change to go through that takes a lot of strength and a lot of empowerment. However, put all that aside, let's judge the man who he is now. All he does is whinge. And he's changed his tune very rapidly from sitting around smoking roll nuts, slagging everyone off, to suddenly going, oh, I just want to talk about us, let's work out why we don't get along. Because he's up for eviction, that's the only reason.
I was going to say, so are you buying the whole let's talk these
Absolutely
things
not.
out?
I think when they did the nominations, Big Brother was playing out a gunshot. They should have had a guy with a dart gun, boom, just sending one off every single time they got a nomination into the neck. Just knock him out. He's boring. Get rid of him. Boring.
OK, so Big Brother issued Lauren and Sarah with T-shirts rather than repeating the rule break to the house. Which is worse and which do you prefer?
I prefer.
I knew that you'd say something soon.
Yeah, you knew. Anyway,
I knew.
It's a mystery to me why they didn't actually just say it out to the house. Like, the T-shirts, it's a style icon now, isn't it? I want one of those T-shirts. I was saying, can I get one of those T-shirts,
Guess
Emma?
what? I've got one.
For me?
No, for me. Not for you. So we, as we saw in the diary room, Caroline was called into the diary room by Big Brother to discuss how her behaviour might be affecting her fellow housemates. How have you guys found watching Caroline over the weeks?
Sorry. I found it quite funny, actually.
Oh, OK. Why?
Because she's a cow. Because she's a cow. And did you see her show the card to my boy when the voting was happening? Did you see that?
OK, do you know what? Some people have sent me this clip on Twitter. I have watched it, and I am asking people about it, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, I mean, she's coming over, not very likeable at all. And as Joel mentioned, they picked the others up for talking about nominations, but she clearly showed Connor who she was voting for. At the face of 8 noms.
She's a cow!
We'll look into it. OK? We'll look into it. OK, so someone who knows Caroline very well is her friend Celia, and she's on the phone right now. Celia, are you ready for this?
Yes, hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
OK, so let's start with how you think Caroline's getting on in the house.
I think she's doing really, really well. She's so entertaining to watch and so funny, and she just makes everyone laugh.
Really? OK. I'm finding it a little bit difficult. She is doing well. She is definitely interesting to watch. What about the amount of bitching she does?
It's definitely not bitching.
Really?
Caroline's just really realistic. She knows that in every single person there are good characteristics and bad characteristics. She recognises that in herself as well. She's just really open about her thoughts and feelings. That's all. But I think everyone should also realise that she's also pointed out the good aspects of almost every single housemate.
But only it seems that she only brings those things up though if somebody confronts her about something, or if she gets called into the diary room and reprimanded about something. And so many people have said this in the nominations to her, that she will say something, she'll get caught out, she'll apologise, and then she will do it again.
No, I think there are plenty of examples where she's been in conversation with people, and I mean, she's stuck up for Dina in the past, she's stuck up for Lauren. Like, you know, there are two sides to every coin.
OK, so a lot of people have said that she's dictating who goes from the house and that she's controlling the house. Do you think she holds that much power?
Absolutely not. Siobhan and Connor were up last week, and Caroline definitely did not want either of them to go. Far more scheming is done by the Three Musketeers or the Fantastic Four, or whatever you want to call them. Lauren and Luke are constantly aware of how what they're saying and how they're behaving is going to affect nominations. I mean, today, Luke's performance illustrates that. I personally think that was very, very calculating behaviour.
Well, you could call it calculating, or you could call it a guy has realised what people think of him and he doesn't want people to think that he's giving that impression because he's a decent guy.
Well, exactly, calculating behaviour.
It's not, I don't see that as calculating behaviour. I see that as trying to prove yourself that you're a nice person. Anyway, Celia, thank you very much. OK, so you've heard Jeff's views on that lot, And they probably go as deep as our Lear did on that carrot way back in 2006. But why should this lot in here have all the Big Brother birthday-based fun? We want to hear from you guys at home. We'd love you to get involved. You can reach us on Twitter or through the website. All the usual details are on your screen right now. So come Friday, either Luke or Lauren will lose out on a whole Laura lolly. That decision, of course, is yours. Here's how to save your faith. Welcome back to Bit on the Side. Don't worry, Ashley, the main show makes us feel physically thick sometimes as well. And Brian Dowling hasn't even got any GCSEs. Don't turn that dial. There's an exclusive coming your way right now.
Come on, Dina. We're doing cuddle time. Ah! Dina you need to get in the middle.
I need to be in the middle?
Yes.
No way.
No, Lauren's in the middle.
Oh, this is nice.
Isn't it?
Oh.
Cuddles.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh. Hmm. Have no knickers on and my fanny's probably out, just saying. Oh, guys.
Now, as our regular viewers should know by now, this time on a Wednesday means one thing. It's time to talk strategy with a certain calibre of housemate. She loves game playing almost as much as she loves Mr. Scott Lee. It's the dancing queen herself, Lydia. I will clap you. Lydia's here, guys. Yeah, she is. So, Lydia, there are the insiders, the outsiders, the good, the bad, the really ugly, the green and the blues. But where has it all gone wrong for your crew?
I know.
Let's start with... Who are we going to start with? Dina. Let's put her over there.
OK.
Because she's one of the outsiders. So she survived 2 evictions.
Yes.
But do you think the cracks are beginning to show?
I think the problem Dina has is that in the house, she's not really liked. And kind of the leader of the house, Connor, really doesn't like her. But the public...
Well, she's liked by the outsiders.
Yeah, a couple, but not enough of them. But the public really like her. So she's got this thing where... You know,
Sarah likes her as well.
Yeah, the people in the house, though, there's a general thing where there's a bit of an anti-Dina thing, but the public have really got behind her, so she's in a funny position in the house.
OK, so is she a Mambo number 5 or a complete bolero?
A complete bolero.
Is she?
Well, no, you know, I think Dina's doing well. I think she is standing her ground, and I think a lot of people respect her for that.
Yeah.
And I think that she's starting to suss people out. Definitely.
She's battled with Connor from the beginning, really. Is he a genuine opponent for her?
Yeah, I think this is something that's going to, you know, run and run if they're both in there together. They do not like each other. She's never really actually done anything to him. He just does not like her. But, you know, without Connor and without their kind of arguments forwards and backwards, she doesn't have that much going on in the house. So without him there, I don't know what else she does in there. She is slightly boring in there. So without him, I don't know.
She talks about noms.
She does,
which is always very amusing to watch because she always feels terrible but has a little giggle.
Yeah.
And obviously comes through at the other end as well, which is it's kind of nice to see. Now, last week we saw her having a little plot with Siobhan to try and make a plan against Lauren.
Yeah.
Now, was this a silly move or was this a clever move?
I think she's opening her eyes to what's going on around her, which is good, but to look in this direction is the wrong direction. She needs to be looking elsewhere and worrying about other people, these kind of people in the house. So she was good to open her eyes, but just not necessarily to Lauren. It's not Lauren she should be wary of.
OK, so she's safe with Adam, she's safe with Sarah, she's safe with Lauren. She's kind of safe with Ash. Oh, mind you, not Ashley nominated this week. She's safe with Luke A.
For now, yeah.
So, OK, right. OK, we're going to do a little quick step over to one of the founding members of The Outsiders, Luke A. Before we start, let's take a look at him.
I was quite intimidated by you. Not because you're a nasty person, but because you're such sort of like a level-headed, cool guy with an amazing body, do you know what I mean? And I'm sorry I haven't made an effort with you. It's just that I was, I won't say scared, but like...
It's fine.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
If there isn't any problems you have with me, like, please tell me.
Yeah, definitely.
I would rather work on them with you than...
Yeah, no, me too, definitely.
I want everyone to be friends. I felt like this week, like, he changed towards me. I don't know why, so if you know why, tell me.
Yeah, come here. I do genuinely want to be your friend, and I don't want you to feel awkward or feel like you can't talk to me, because 100%, Luke, you definitely can.